Hello, my gorgeous gastronomes and vampires. Welcome to T-Rex Steel City Mukbang. Where will this food journey take you today? Pull up a seat. Let's eat. Hey guys, how you doing today? Happy Sunday. Happy New Year. I love you guys. Really, I want to thank you all so much for the past years. And I look forward into providing more eating fun for you guys in this new year. All my subscribers, I love you guys. Thank you. And to those of you who have not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you can be notified every time I upload a new video. All right, guys. We have bubbly, sparkling water. And like I said, we're doing that Steeler tailgate. This could be the last one. I don't know if everything's going to work out. Like if the Steelers win and the other teams lose and whatever has to happen, the recipe for us to make it to the playoffs, I don't know if that's going to happen. This might be the last tailgate of the season. But we're not going to think that way. Okay, I have a traditional New Year's dinner here. I have my microphone hooked up. I'm not sure if it still it seems like it sounds different to me. I don't know. I'm going to go with it. We're going to do it with this setup right now. But to me, it sounds a little off. I don't know. It could just be my mind. All right. What I have is some black-eyed peas. I put some red bell pepper, onion, and spinach in them. Just something different. I've never done that before. I just want to try something different. Good. Pinch of sugar. Definitely better than how I've made them in the past. Yeah. Very good. Got the sauerkraut. I put a little crushed red pepper in the sauerkraut. I have my famous little frozen sweet potato patties. I told you guys before how much I like those. I like them because when you heat them up, they kind of turn into like mashed sweet potatoes. And I love sweet potatoes. I'm just not big on other potatoes. But I found these little potatoes. They're literally called teeny tiny potatoes because they're so small. I found some at Trader Joe's and I'm going to have those with the seafood boil tomorrow. They're so cute. Couldn't pass it up. I have some little bit of Texas Pete for my pork roast. Pork roast is like melt in your mouth tender, okay? And trust me when I tell you. I threw in a little piece of pineapple. I never did that before either. But I threw it in while I was cooking the pork roast. This was cooked in the pressure cooker. Couldn't think of the name for a minute. Cooked in the pressure cooker for 2 hours. Literally falling apart. The bone cooked completely out of it. But hey, I have some more follow-up on that Brian Koberger, the idiot that killed the kids in Idaho. To those of you who watched the video yesterday and heard it all, when I said that he was probably narcissistic and thought he could outsmart the police because he was going to school for his PhD in criminology, criminal justice. You guys remember when I said that yesterday? When I got up and read the news today about this guy, I'm going to put right here what one of the policemen said. And tell me if I should not have been an FBI profiler. He almost said word for word what I said. Check it out. It shows you the arrogance of people like him, where he thinks he's smarter than the cops because he read something in a book, Gia Colon reportedly said. At the end of the day, experience trumps academics every day of the week and twice on Sunday. What did I tell you? They called him arrogant. I called him narcissistic. Thin line. Thin line. But that's exactly what I thought. He really thought, because what he read in the book was going to help him get away with murder. The other thing I found out, and this all makes sense too, when he was in high school, he was fat. Bullied, made fun of. They said girls used to throw things at him, told him he was weird, things like that. In his last year of high school, he dropped a bunch of weight. Got into shape, looked really good. And they said he became a bully at that point, which still made no one want to date him. So, they said he was extremely awkward and weird. Even the police said that about him now, today. Extremely, severely awkward is what they said. They also said that this Koberger, stalked these 4 kids for weeks prior to killing them. They checked his cell phone records, and his phone pinged in the location of where these kids were for weeks. Everywhere they went. Everywhere they went, this guy's phone would ping, which suggests he was following and stalking them for weeks. How scary is that, guys? Come on, tell me. How scary is that? You have no clue someone's following you and watching you for weeks. This is a lesson learned for the rest of us. Pay attention to your surroundings. It is so important. And I do a lot. I pay attention to my surroundings, but I never thought to look to see if you start noticing the same person is where you're at all the time. It doesn't have to be that they're in the same building. They could be sitting outside watching you. But just make sure if you're in the grocery store, you don't keep seeing the same person every time you're in the grocery store. That would be weird. And that's one thing I never did. Like, look around to see if the same person is where I'm at all the time. Who thinks of that, really? Things like this, tragedies happen like this to make the rest of us aware. Sadly. You know, be aware of your surroundings. Even when it comes down to vehicles. If you start seeing the same car parked wherever you're parking to go to the store, maybe they're not in the store, maybe they're just sitting outside. Pay attention to the parking lot too. It's not being paranoid. It's being safe. I'm going to make another assumption. I'll bet you at some point. Now, this news has not come out yet, okay? This is just me speculating. I'll bet you at some point this clown had an interaction with one of the girls. Like, harmless, you know, to where it wouldn't even be noticeable. You know what I mean? Like, maybe he was in the same store with one of the girls one day. Could have just casually bumped into her in order to be able to talk to her. You know, maybe he gave her a compliment. Maybe she looked at him weird. Maybe he felt that was a rejection. You know what I mean? We'll find out, because the story is building, that's for sure. The story's building. But, yeah, that's all I have today. Just a follow-up on that. Oh, this is what he looks like, by the way, in case you haven't seen the news. A high school picture. And 2020. We're talking like 7 years. It looks like he aged from the age of 18 to about 45. There's no way he looks 25 in this photo. Also, I forgot this. They said his aunt and uncle said that he was so obsessed with being a vegetarian that they had to go buy new pots and pans because he refused to eat out of anything that ever had meat cooked in it. I almost forgot to tell you guys that. But you see how thin he looked, right? He looked almost skeletal. He went from one extreme to another. From being a fat kid to being too skinny. You know, unhealthy looking skinny. He couldn't find that middle ground. But this New Year's dinner here is very good. My pineapple. I figure if ham and pineapple goes together, it wouldn't hurt to drop a little bit of pineapple into my pork roast. Told you I was going for a different effect. I'm probably going to have to take a nap so I can stay awake to see the Steeler game. That's just the truth. Otherwise, I'll never make it. I don't like the 8 o'clock games. 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock are perfect for me. Those nighttime ones, lights out. Okay, tap it out. That was good. Peace out, my gastronomes and vampires. I will see you soon.